guys, catch us at Hackney's Finest on Sunday, the 16th of April.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be live on stage with a couple acts. You know how we do BKCHAT to the world. But
for more information on how to get your tickets, check out the link below.
Be there or be square, you know what I'm saying?
What is the purpose of image gang? Is it necessary?
What is the purpose of image?
What is the purpose of image gang? Is it necessary?
What's image gang?
Package lifestyle. That's what it means. Package lifestyle. That's what I like to refer to it as anyway. When the guy peppers himself up, he doles himself up and creates this image that is something that it's not. So it's sort of like he tricks girls, isn't it? He's a trickster, isn't it? Really.
Wait, can I just say something? Will anyone here say they're part of image gang?
If it comes down to do I take care of myself, do I dress nice and do I buy expensive things, if I'm image gang, then I guess I'm image gang, innit?
What I'm taking from it is guys looking a particular way for the girls.
Okay.
I like to dress good. I like to buy expensive things to make myself look good. But at the same time, the flip side to that is the guys that like to do that but can't afford to actually do that. Do you get what I'm saying? That you do it for the gal because that's what you're trying to attract.
Obviously, I believe personally that you two are chatting bullshit. Bullshit.
Who's you two? Can you?
Yeah, who's you two?
Lucas and Biscuit.
Why are you doing this?
I can't talk for the rest of the boys, but I know these two. Before I even knew Biscuit, I knew of Biscuit. I believe that when it comes to guys, I wouldn't say girls per se, but when it comes to guys, there was a point in your lives where you were image gangs. Whether it be you're the TT gang, where all of your boys in your crew are driving TTs, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Whether it be Mercedes gang. If you're from East London, yeah, and you grew up in the manor, whether it be Stratford, Canning Town, Custom House, 2009, 2008, 2010, you know what you was doing. You know what whip you was doing with your man them, all whipping the same kind of whip. You know what holidays you were, you know, Gucci this, Louis Vuitton this. Listen, we've all been part of an image gang. Them two should not deny any kind of, that they're not a part of image. There was a part. Maybe now they might have calmed down, but once upon a time, not long ago, you was a part of an image.
You see me, I love taking care of myself. As you can see, I'm 10 out of 10. No, scrap that. I'm 11 out of 10. Times 2. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm walking, I'm a sex symbol. I smell of sex, good sex. But on the flip side, yeah, there's some guys that fake it. That's why I respect some girls. Some girls can see it in some guys, but sometimes I would say some guys fake it a bit too much. Those are the image gang. I won't say I'm image gang.
You're just coming with a whole bunch of shade here that's not relevant in terms of... Let me finish. I'll let you finish, right? Let me finish. In terms of like, me, for example, yes, I like to buy expensive things to make myself look good, but 9 times out of 10, you will see me on a normal day. I'm very, very like casual looking. When I want to go somewhere, I'm going out. It's a weekend. I want to dress up. I want to wear nice things. That's what I like. Do you understand? But I can look good. Today I'm wearing new look. This is new look. I'm not wearing anything expensive. Do you understand? No, we're talking about today. Do you understand?
You said image gang.
Either way, listen, I'm talking, I'm not finished. Either way, like, I'm wearing a rollie. It's expensive. I like it. I worked hard for it. So I'll wear my rollie. I've got a pinky. I worked hard for it. I'll buy it and I'll wear my pinky. Oh, I pay my bills. I work 9 to 5. So if I can afford to do those things and I'm being a man and I'm holding down my responsibilities, it's not image gang, it's just my life, baby.
Going back to the question, is it necessary? Yeah, I feel like it's not. I don't like people that just pretend to be something that they're not. It doesn't make any sense. But in this day and age, hold on, let me finish. In this day and age, like, we all look up to media. Do you know what I mean? Like, all these celebrities. Of course you're not like that. You don't have the money that they have. It's evident, do you know what I mean? But people like to pretend, I'll be throwing cash, blah, blah. I personally feel like these lot don't do the most because they have it. The people that do the most don't have it. Do you get what I mean? And going back to, is it necessary? I feel like because girls look up to this, girls want this guy that has this, that. That's what you guys are doing.
Can I tell you something right now, yeah? Can I tell you something right now, yeah? If this was me, yeah, straight all Primark down, yeah? And then no rollie, no nothing, no gazelles, nothing. Chill. Just Primark down, casual, yeah? Or a replica of me, same look, but Giuseppe's, rollie, which guy are you gonna notice? Yes, just answer the question. No. Let's be real. Which one are you going to notice?
I'm gonna think the guy with the rollie.
Okay, now, can you wait? Let me finish. Can you now fault a man for wanting to be noticed? Is that image gang?
I'm not into the Rolexes. I'm not into all of those things. Everyone who's known me.
But you'll bake your face though.
Yeah, but that's
Because you want to look nice, right? You want to stand out, right? Right?
whatever. Call it what you like. But what I'm trying to say, call it what you like.
You'll flip your wig. You'll flip your wig 3 times in.
Because I'm that bitch and I can do that.
But it's not image life, no. It's not image life, no. It's not image life,
What
no.
I'm trying to say to you is you just gave an example, Lucas. You gave an example of someone who is you in normal clothes, who's not into all of the designer stuff, and someone that's not into. For me personally, I don't look at designer.
But let's not front. Let's not front. We're going to think. Let's not front. Let's keep it real. Not that we like it. We're gonna think the person with a lot of designer stuff has more money.
I believe for me, no, but that's not true because there's guys out there who wear the nicest of clothes.
And that's all their money.
Wait, and they're sleeping in a 1-bedroom room in their mother's house and not paying no bills, not doing anything. So let's keep it real. So that's why for me, I don't look at that. Don't get me wrong, attraction. Your first image is something that you look at. But for me, that doesn't attract me to you.
Guys dress to please women. Guys do the most to please women, to win a woman over. Guys feel like, cool, I've got money, I've got status in society, I've got everything she wants. Therefore, she's going to be with me. So yeah, like they pretend, or they're competing with their friends because, cool, you go to a rave and your friend is better looking than you, better dressed than you, drives a better car. All the girls there are going to flock towards your friend and you're going to leave the rave with nothing. So they just do the most. That's when they start getting into fraud or pretending to be something that they're not. They go and buy the best and then go home to be eating bread and ice. It makes no sense.
Don't ever play yourself. This is 2017.
No,
She will bust it open for a real nigga. She will crack it wide for the squad. It is not a joke, fam. This is not a joke. You're not going for the guy that just looks plain. You don't like that guy. So I know what you like. I know you. I know what you like. I know you. You don't go for plain dudes. You go for the guy that looks bossy. How much is your wig?
My wig's expensive.
Okay, so is that not image gang?
Call it what you like, that's what I said.
Then why are you coming out with all this things?
So on the girl side, or because you wear a rollie, or you have a pinky, or you wear a chain, that is an image gang. Some people like those things to make them feel good. That's what makes them work 9 to 5. That's what makes them go out and hustle to get a rollie. You hear rappers call it trophies. Whatever floats your boat. Some people collect stamps. Some people spend £800 on weave. Weave. That's not even your own hair.
There's a lot of people that do image gang, and initially, you couldn't tell. I feel like it's becoming a bit more. I think it's becoming a bit easier now to distinguish people who, like Lucas said, look after themselves, have a disposable income where they can afford to have nice quality things, and it's kind of not putting a strain on anything. And you can, obviously there's some people who do it well, who are very convincing, but I feel like a lot of the time, if you just take a second, if you just pause, and don't get blinded by all the nice things, you can kind of clock a person who is doing image gang. For me, image gang is someone who does something, who looks and portrays themselves in a certain way purely for the sake of how they are perceived by others. Not because they like it, not because it's what they're into, not because of necessarily what they may like it, but the sole purpose is doing it because this looks good to this demographic. This appeals to this kind of woman, not because this is true to me and this is what I genuinely really love. It doesn't have to necessarily be something expensive. You can be pretending to be woke. You're doing image gang. You're pretending to be yoga and be a vegan. You're doing image gang.
My question is to that though, like obviously if you see that, I'm guessing that would be your opinion of what you've seen though. Mm-hmm. So how do you know, what's the line between somebody that does it and shows it? Because you know what I'm saying, like, as a thing, maybe some people do it, like you see like lifestyle coaches and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like people that have gone through are like, I was a bummy nigga, now I'm up there. So now they show it, like they show their work.
I'm sitting at a table, with a vegan, She's vegan, right? So obviously she cares about her health, innit? Like the environment, she's very, And then we're sitting at the table and she's like, oh yeah, no, I don't eat that vegan, da-da-da-da-da. Then she's like, oh, does anyone have Coke?
Yeah, but they do that because they try and, to them it's like, right, they was at this level, they was in the unknown known. And now they've gone to the known unknown known. So now they're up there.
You've lost me.
Basically, what you don't know, what they've gone and acquired the knowledge for, now they know. But because you are not in...
Heard that she's a vegan and she's taking cocaine.
Oh, I thought you meant coke as the drink.
Cocaine. As in the thing that you sniff up your nose. She does vegan because she's healthy and she wants to tell you, oh, cheese is bad for you. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, if you care so much, right, about being a vegan and being healthy, why are you taking drugs?
Oh, snap. I thought you meant like coke.
No, I mean cocaine.
There's a bit of Charlie going up your nostril.
Let's say I never met her. Let's say I didn't sit at that table with her and all I saw was her Instagram and I see her doing vegan yoga, but you're out here doing all of this. What do you really believe? What do you really believe in?
Can I just say, all right, say you met this individual at a stage where she has started to make the transition. Maybe she's further along in her transition into becoming a vegan, right? But we have to remember that cocaine is an addiction, right? That is an addictive substance. Hold on, wait. That is no. But what I'm saying is that's an addictive substance. So though her lifestyle may be like, you know, she's living vegan, it may be a longer process for her to get rid of that, because that is a health concern. Do you understand? So maybe she's getting her mind right by becoming a vegan so that she can then sort out what she needs to sort out.
Then please do it silently. Don't tell me not to eat cheese.
God bless you. That's what I was just about to say. This happens a lot with religion.
Oh my days. Listen, hold on, can I say, you will have a long life. Times 2.
Christians come out and they just find God, and it's a refreshing thing. Don't get me wrong. But if you yourself are not strong in what you found, don't come and start doing, yo, people, God is so good. Because the minute you drop, people are going to be like, yo, and wait, chill. Back to that point. You can't scream this vegan life if you're new to it. Because, again, it refers back to, you know, somebody that's not here right now when you just talk, but there's no substance to what you're saying. Like, listen, chill. Before you say something, it has to come from a place. You have to have either experience in it or seen it with people, or life has shown you. Do you understand? It has to come from somewhere. You can't just talk. You have to reference your shit. Do you understand? So if you're doing this vegan stuff, let me finish, chill. If you're doing this vegan stuff, yeah, and it's new to you, don't come and do vegan, yes. Like, chill, overcome your addiction, and then now front it.
The question is it necessary? No. Yeah, hold on, 1 minute, yeah? It's not necessary. I'll get to that. It is necessary in this society. When we were talking, Esther made a comment about her image. She said she does it for her. Yeah, perfect. As we know, Esther's gone and had surgery done, yeah? If I ask Esther why, she'll tell it's because of, she had her own reasons. We know that Esther didn't go and do surgery for the Indian man who owns the off-license down the road. Yeah. She also went to go and do surgery for niggas, for guys, for people who are going to see her. Yes. Do you get what I mean? For an attraction. Yeah. That's a form of what? Image. Esther deciding that let me make my body this way for image relates back to something, yeah? Now, if Esther could feel a certain way, you know how her body makes her feel now, if she could feel that way without doing surgery, she would have. On a regular basis, more time we do things for ourselves, but when you look at it at a deeper level, we've tend to take an action based on somebody else. So for example, surgery, people going for cosmetic surgery and changing things about themselves. If the person that they love the most or somebody that they admired came to them and said, you know what, I love you and I appreciate you for exactly who you are and how you are. You got some extra baby fat, you got some cellulite, I love all that. That's the kind of woman I like. The likelihood of her going to do surgery to change that will be closer to 0 than it will be to 100 because it's appreciated. So people tend to change themselves in relation to how it is appreciated or how they are appreciated. So if they feel like, you know what, guys aren't really gonna like my extra cellulite and my flabby belly, it's not appreciated, let me change it. So this is what I mean about people doing things for themselves. Realistically, no. More time is for others.
Okay, and that goes back to my point. Stop chilling me, bro. That goes back to
finish what she's saying.
Don't get carried away, bro. Don't get carried away. Yeah, you're talking over people.
But you keep chilling me, bro. You keep chilling me, bro. We're gonna have to stop that.
Listen.
I haven't been disrespectful. That's not. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
Listen.
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. But you're not going to chill me, bro.
I've just done it like 3 times. So what are you trying to say?
No, but that's the issue, and that's what I'm addressing.
Cool then.
It needs to chill.
Level up, man.
Like, I don't talk over people. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're not talking, though,
bro.
Was you talking?
It's funny how when I was talking and you interrupted me, there was no problem. But now I'm trying to dash out a pen.
You're actually buzzing.
Why is it a problem? I'm confused.
But that's what I said,
brother.
you're talking.
When he talks his thing, nobody's saying nothing. So why is it a problem when I'm talking? I'm trying to say a point and he's chill. You don't do that, bro. Like, what is that? Come on, have respect. Have respect. Have respect. Have respect. Have respect. That's what I'm talking about. Have respect. At his big age, you know what? I did not come here to deal with the buffoonery, right? But I mean, what do I expect from someone whose aspirations is to be a cheap stereotype?
We're clearly two different type of males. Do you understand? I'm an alpha male. You're a different type of male. Now, that's cool. I understand that. One thing I always say is adaptability. I'm able to adapt to my surroundings. Do you understand? Now, what I don't understand is, my G, like, you seem to have joined the show to come and, like, make me seem like a vicious type of man. And I think you've miscalculated what kind of show you've come on. Like, I'm really just me. This is not a game. This is not pretense. Like, the more people get to know me, the more people like me for me. So, again, maybe your calculated, you know, stance backfired. Maybe it worked to your advantage. I don't know. But I can only be me. And all I'm going to say to you is, my dog, like, don't come at me.
I'm going to say I'm image gang. The reason I say I'm image gang is because when you want to look a certain way, you want to look a certain way for a reason. You understand? I want to look a certain way for a reason. Number one, it made your attention. And number two, it shows, I've always kind of said when you dress well, it's a form of good manners. Yes. You know what I mean? And me personally, I'm not going to go shopping Primark. I don't go shopping JD. I don't go shopping in these everyday shops. I go shopping shops which I know I can afford to shop in, and at the same time, it's going to make me look nice. You know what I mean? And yes, cool, I may get attention, but at the end of the day, that's just how I feel.
Part of the problem that we have in society now is that people are living beyond their means. Yes. Cut your coat according to your size. Yes. Yes. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, a lot of men and a lot of women complain about the people that they attract. You attract more time what you put out. Yeah. So let me just give you this example. If I'm constantly wearing low tops and my bum's always out, this, that, and the other, and I attract a guy who maybe he's not taking me too seriously because he's attracted to me sexually, I cannot too tough complain because I have put out a certain image for that guy. So the same thing with guys, when they put out this thing with, okay, I'm going to constantly wear Giuseppe's, Balenci's, all this designer, and that's all you wear, when you attract a woman who only wants you for what you have, it's because you have given her a certain level of lifestyle. A lot of men get women used to a certain level of lifestyle, yeah? And a lot of women don't know how to adapt. So you might have a girl, for example, who didn't grow up in a house where she was given a silver spoon. She's now with you, you've got money. Every day STK, every day Hakkasan, every day Mayfair, yeah? All of a sudden you're low. You're low now, you haven't got it like that. She has become accustomed to a certain life. And a lot of, it's not, wait, let me finish. It's not your, I'm not saying that it's your fault, but you have got this woman accustomed to a certain level of life. So you, as a man, it's your responsibility, and as a woman, it's your responsibility to cut your coat according to your size, because one day you will be down.
If there's two men in front of you, and one looks really flashy head to toe, maybe not designer, but he just looks really good, and then there's another guy that just looks regular, you're more likely as a woman, some women I would say, to gravitate towards the guy who's flashy and looks good. In society, materialistic gain often connotes financial abundance, and for a lot of women, that's what they're looking for. For a lot of women, if you look like you've got a lot of money, automatically they're thinking, okay, cool, if I'm with this guy, I'm gonna be secure. So it might not even necessarily be physical or emotional security, but the fact that they feel like they're gonna be secure financially, they can go out, they can go Shard, they can go STK, for them, that's what's important. So I feel like if most girls wanna be real with themselves, if they see a guy that's flashy, he's driving the newest Merc, the newest Bimmer, they're more likely to go to that guy.
The reasons why I don't really condemn people that do image gang is because some people have a certain caliber naturally, right? We all show our view. It could be the park or, you know, playing garden. It could be nice, you know, whatever. You wake up in the morning and you show your view. Necessarily, that's not wrong because that is your view. This is the house that you live in. You show your car. That is your car. Not necessarily how people perceive you. It's because you have money. Do you know what I mean? This is your lifestyle. So now, for you to now be saying cut your coat according to size and showing women a certain type of lifestyle, this is how I live. You're coming with me. I'm not gonna make you broke.
If your intention is to Purposely, why I'm saying cut your coat according to your size, because if your size is small and you're wearing large, obviously you're overdoing it. That means you're doing something that's beyond your means. You can't afford it. If your intention is to wrongly attract a woman by using your money or financial thing, if it's the wrong.
Like, at the end of the day, I believe we all do image gang. Everybody. I'm so sorry. No, everybody does it. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It's like fashion trends. When fashion runs out, when a certain fashion trend dries out and a new fashion trend comes out, we're all hooked onto it. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it be jeans, whether it be top, unless you're attracted to the same sex, you're going to be doing things to attract the opposite sex. When I go clubbing, I look extra suave because I know you know what I mean? I know, we go out together, don't we? You know, we have them lined up, baby.
Doing it for yourself, babe, that's there. Do you know why I'll tell you that? When you go home, you take off your wig. You wipe off your makeup. You do not now come and dress
When I'm
up.
with my man, I wipe off my makeup and I take off my wig. So what's the point?
Yeah. We'll get there, yeah? You don't dress up like that so that when you walk past your bathroom mirror, you look at yourself and say, wow. When you get home, you rip all that off. It's when you're going out. You do it for people, babe. You do not. Doing it for yourself is included, but it's not the main and it's not soul.
We've clearly gone into the topic of who we do it for and why we do it. The question is it necessary? So aside from relationships or attracting the other sex, my question is, what are you doing as to why is it necessary? If you are, for example, if you're like, let's say, I don't know, a musician or a model or something, and like, for example, you see when Instagram did the clear out, that was hilarious. People that had like 10K followers and was a model and they had 10K followers and they're doing this and that. Yeah. When they cleared all your followers and they went back to 500, that model that you're doing booking for, that one too cleared as well. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can buy followers, you can buy this, you can buy that. But again, so if we're doing image, we're talking about social media. We're talking about the effect that obviously those that have up there have given and they've brought it down. Yes. So with like, I don't know, like I'm not a female, so with things like maybe like makeup or dresses or having the tightest body or things like this, maybe that's the thing that you will face. And for us, maybe it's the image of actually being up there, having a dough, being able to command the respect that we can get any woman we want. Yes. But again, that's what I'm saying, like maybe that is the image we're talking about for it to attract left and right. But I'm saying, what do you do? Like if you're in a career where you need the image and you're not maybe like, you're someone, let's say like you're someone, you're talented. Yeah, you're talented, but you ain't got the followers to look at it. So when you look at your followers, you're not serious. And you go and you buy verified tick on Twitter. You buy verified tick on Instagram. And now people see you and they think, wow, my man's he's verified, he's odd, and you follow it. It's beneficial. But I'm saying, if you're saying, is it necessary? What is your purpose as to why is it necessary or not?
Image gang, suck up my hair be green, Abby, or because my shirt be African wear. I mean, I know the image gang. I don't know. I'm very real with what I have in it. I don't pretend. Like, if I've got it, I've got it. If I don't, I don't. I don't pretend about it. Like, if I'm broke today, I'm broke today. Tracksuit gang. If I'm rich today. Tracksuit gang. I don't believe in image. I feel like it's a lie that you're living, man. It's just not worth it. You're not gonna feel to do that to me before I live up.
I honestly thought you done that because you wanted to just do something. Like,
bro, honestly, no one is coming at you. You came up with this season 1 stuff yesterday, bro. If I'm in this room, leave season 1 out of it, bro. But don't shush, as if I'm a fly, brother. If I'm trying to talk, I see everybody interrupting everybody. I've never heard you shush them. But as soon as I'm trying to open my mouth, suddenly, yo, no.
But I start slapping people now and I start getting mad, everybody starts acting like I'm mad. I shush everybody on this fucking panel and I talk like this. And you're feeling like it's you. Bro, please, I'm not the one.
Please,
you know,
I beg you,
I'm not the one. You know why I'm shouting at you? Because I will really get active on you. I'll really get active on you. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm not the one.
Like, no, I'm not gonna stop talking.
I'm not the one.
The way I was raised was that I genuinely do believe that manners and respect is something that will carry you throughout life. Do you get it? And I feel like right now, the constant chill is very dismissive and it's disrespectful. And at the end of the day, this newfound fame of his seemed to be getting to his head.
Like, I was going to touch on something quickly in terms of like, when we was talking about image gang. Like, you said something that, you know, some people actually just generally like to look good. And you don't have to necessarily be rich to like to look good. Do you understand? So it's that image gang. Do you get what I'm saying? I do a 9 to 5. I won't say, I'm fucking rich, I'm, loaded, but I like nice things. But equally, on a Monday to Friday, I look bummy as hell. But on a weekend, once probably in the weekend, I like to look like nice because that's how I feel, makes me feel good about myself. I think image gang, how I describe it in my head is, deception, like you're a deceptor. Do you understand? So the guys or the females that do things to pretend to people or to manipulate people or to paint this picture that I'm this so that you can like me for this. Do you understand? That's what, when you said image gang, that come into my head. And that's where I think the line is drawn for me, because I work bloody hard to get what I like, because that's what I like, and I'm happy with that. If that's image gang, then well, then that's image gang.
In terms of what you're saying about image gang and wanting to look nice, not the same thing. And where we're from and where we live, consumerism is an integral part of a capitalist society, and that's what...
Repeat that
shit! Anyway... After the war, they built things to last, didn't it? Things were meant to last and be able to withstand and be able to, so we didn't have to buy. But then they clocked, bruh, people ain't spending enough money. Like, shit's going downhill. Like, we need to get people to spend more. So they intentionally made things to not last. So your trainers, they intentionally made them so they get scuffed easier. The seams in your face, they intentionally made things so you had to buy more regularly. So this idea that it's image is not true. We all have been intentionally programmed to go out and buy things, make sure our things are fresh, make sure we look nice, make sure we've got the latest, make sure we've got the hottest gear, right?
These trainers that I'm wearing, for example, yeah, I've had these since 2009. They don't look scuffed. I bought them because they were nice, and I kept them. I'll probably wear them once every now and again. And that's why I said I like stuff like that. Do you understand? So I don't necessarily have the latest. I'm not wearing like your latest Balenciagas or your latest Giuseppe's, but I have an acquired taste for fashion. So I have stuff that I bought years ago, but I wear it now and again. Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, I know you said things don't last, but for me, I make my stuff last because that's what I like. I like it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like the guy that buys his wine, you know what I'm saying? He stores it for years, so it's vintage. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I meant in terms of just little stuff like razors, all of these kind of things. All of these little things, they were built to last and they're not anymore. And so this idea that if you are buying things and you like nice things, yes, part of it is image. Partly it's because we've intentionally been programmed to live like that. But let me, I'm going to get to that. So what I'm saying is, you know how we keep talking about, Lucas said deception and someone else said, the word you're looking for is integrity. At the end of the day, if you know that you like something, then, and that is why you buy it, you are being true to yourself. And what Reva said about looking good for yourself is down here. Let's think of it as a triangle, a pyramid scheme. The most pivotal and important reason is right at the top, right? So you're going to have loads of things that contribute. It's not just one single factor that makes us want to look nice.
I think that with image gang, you can look at it in two different aspects. Like, you can look at it with the people that are fake, and you can look at it and are doing it for a certain image to put out. And then you can look at it with people that actually look good, who like to look good for themselves, who do want to attract the opposite sex, but at the same time, it is for them. It doesn't even need to necessarily be your clothing and how you put yourself out there. Like with me, my home, if you come to my home, you lot have been there, my home is interior decoratedly really nice. I love good things. Now, though I love to live in good things, I also like people to come in and I love to say, wow, your house is nice, because it's, it's an image. It all comes part, I'm a package. It's a reflection of me and it all comes together.
I feel like flashy things does attract a woman's eye, only because cool, she's looking at rappers, she's looking at Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Drake, Jay-Z, P. Diddy. She's looking at all these people, their lifestyle, their dress sense, blah, blah, blah. And unconsciously, or subconsciously, this is what she's attracted to. Now, going to a rave and seeing a guy dressed like that, not necessarily you're going to go with him, but that's what's going to attract your eye. Cool, he chats to you, he's a shit mouth, he's nobody, then cool, you can walk away. But let's face it, a man in Primark and a man in Balenciagas or whatever, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, that's going to attract you more. Not that you're being a gold digger, you're just being true to yourself. Nobody wants a broke man.
Sorry, can I also say, growing up, my mother always said, whenever you're leaving the house, make sure you dress nice. So going back to what Reva said, to an extent, I disagree with you, right? Because it goes back to kind of this idea of faking it till you make it. Okay, regardless, let's be real, right? Regardless, when you walk out of your house, no matter what you're wearing, you can trick someone into believing something. I'm more or less. Yeah, you can always trick someone. That's always a possibility. There's always opportunities outside. And my mother always used to say, yo, you never know who you're going to meet when you leave your house. So ensure that if you are going to meet somebody that can open up a destiny for you in any capacity, any realm, make sure that you're looking the part. Because, there's been people that's walking through malls, walking through malls, and they're just casual, people casual, Tyra Banks, I believe, walking casual down the street. Someone saw her, supermodel, next day. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, of course, we all have an image, right? And as we grow...
So we're all part of an image
Yeah,
gang.
we're all part of an image gang. You have to be, because from when you wake up, and also, there's also a psychological thing that you get when you make yourself look nice, right? So, dopamine or serotonin gets released in your brain, and it makes you feel good. When you look at yourself, you're like, oh yeah, I love that. Do you get me? So you may not necessarily even be simply doing it because you're like, yo, I want to attract this or I want to attract that. But when you put on clothes, you feel good.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Why do you feel good? Because you know other people are going to receive you the way you want.
But what my point is that you may not necessarily be doing it solo for that reason.
From what you just said, I slightly feel you've contradicted yourself because you said that you feel good. But you know, when you step out, people's appearance is you know, you might get an opportunity from that. Now we talked about integrity, substance. Now you can't fake substance and integrity. They might see it on the first day. They might give you that contract because of what they've seen. But if it's not substance that's from within, if it's not actually you, then how long do you last? If that's all you're about, then there's nothing behind that first impression. So there's no lasting gain about you.
Sometimes, like, for example, in the entertainment industry, you might be talented, you might be able to sing, you might be able to rap, whatever. But when you go into a label's office, one of the most known phrases is that the person doesn't have, the person doesn't have the full package, which is normally your image, the way you look. So if, for example, you're trying to enter into the entertainment industry and you're trying to break through that industry, and is it necessary? Yeah, come back to Omar's point. Yeah, is it sort of necessary to conform? And also, is that a form of faking it till you make it, as Adrian was saying, because you're trying to conform
faking
to what?
Till you make it can only carry you so far. If you even in the entertainment industry is amazing to look at. Look at people like Beyonce. She started in a group. Do you understand? So look at people like Jay-Z. He didn't have crazy singles. I think it was his albums that done great. Do you understand? There's Kendrick Lamar, for example. There's people, Meek Mill, for example. These people don't conform to, you know, this trap rap where you're just mumbling rap or whatever. They stand by what their music is. And if you believe it strong enough, prime example is Giggs. Giggs was a complete abnormality when he come out. And look at him today, he's the landlord. He's the go-to guy for rap. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's where it is. That's literally what it is for me anyway.
I think the main thing that underlines everything, stay in your lane. If you can afford it, by all means, go out and get it. If you can't afford it, listen, it may not be that good, but go shop in Primark, because that's your lane. There will be a point where you can, you understand? And I understand that image is a lot. It means a lot. First impressions count. I get that. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. If I can afford it, if you want to call me image gang, call me image gang. I don't care. I can afford it. Whoopie-doo. You know what I mean?
There's also, in addition to that, there's also a thing called positive motivation, which I feel like you guys are missing. Sometimes, even if you cannot afford it, but you trick yourself, you may have a job. You're like, you know what? You can, of course you can. No, but no.
When you check your bank account, you just die there when you see what's the zeros
what
that
I'm
are
saying
there.
is, I'm not focusing on the bank account. What I'm saying is sometimes playing that psychological trick in your mind to say, yo, if I dress a certain type of way, I can release a certain type of energy and attract a certain type of thing. So maybe you're out here and you're really trying to be successful. So you dress successful. Some people can look like £1 million on Primark. I think like a lot of the times we put a lot of weight into clothes. I've seen people wear head to toe brand and they look shit. I could go into Primark right now and put on an outfit and I know I walk past them in any stage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is no, it's not say you're going to break your bank account to look like Jay-Z. You can go into Primark and positively trick yourself.
The reality of that is that the guy that is looking shit in the designer will draw your girl. And you will be shattered. Because in life today, let me finish. In life today, chill. In life today, I gave you an example when I first started. The guy that dresses in Primark and the guy that looks good with these, you know, bits. And the first guy you will notice is the one that looks good with the bits. Now, yes, you can look, I'm not saying you have to buy designer to look good. That's not what we're saying. We're referring to image gang when we're talking about it as the guys that do the most, but they're not the most. Do you understand? That's what we're talking about. It's not like, oh, because I'm just wearing designer, like, I can't dress. There's guys that wear designer and look bad. And you wear Primark and you still don't look like them. And that's the bottom line. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't use a bad example for a good Primark example. Doesn't make sense.
I don't give a fuck about girl because let's be real. If we're going to be real, whomever I attract, if If she is going to go to her next man because of how he's dressed, please feel free. The grass is greener. Go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whom I'm supposed to attract is not going to stop me from looking good in my Primark. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I need to attract a woman on my size, I would do that. That's fine. But the idea of, oh yeah, someone dressed like this is going to take her, go, okay, take her. So what? Does that mean that is going to stop taking whatever else is supposed to come in my direction? No, because there's other aspects to life than girls, bro.
So you got two guys there. Both exactly the same looking, tall, dark and handsome. Just like myself. You know, Lucas in Primark, Lucas in your Balenciaga, Balmain, nice hoodie that's from like, I don't know, let's think, Da Vinci, sweet looking. Now if they both appear to you, the one that's looking more ton up is the one that you're gonna notice more because he appears more expensive. He looks more well-to-do. Now, is that bad because the guy wants to look like that? Is that image gang because I want to be noticed before the guy that wears Primark? That's not his fault, it's society that differentiates between the two.
I ain't got Giuseppe's. I'm wearing Nikes. You feel me? That's what I'm on. That's what I can buy. So I buy my Nikes. I've been a Nike baby. So I do that. I ain't got peas for Giuseppe's. So I ain't about to go break my back for them to put on Instagram to get 150 likes. I ain't about it. I ain't got it. Do you know what I'm saying? There's two types of models. There's ones that the clothes wear them and you wear the clothes. Do you understand? So you can get somebody that is dressed head to toe, mad up designer, but there ain't nothing to you.
Yeah, them all, they're mad. Because you they make money, I know they won't give your mommy or your mommy, she there has lights no they come on, kitchen light no they come on, gas no they on, she they suck Gary, peanuts no they inside, milk no they inside, she like that thing too, but I mean, I know they understand. I don't know. And it's just stupid shit, I just don't get it. Like, you claim to be part of something that you're making mad dough, you're on some Rick Ross shit, but you ain't making nothing. You're still in the same position you was in like 2 seconds ago. Like, come on, man. I feel like there's so much things you should be doing. If you have the money to be doing image gang or pretending to be image gang, you might as well either put in the work or just, I don't know, be an actor or some shit, man. Dude, I don't know.
For me personally, he's right. The guy with the designer will stand up for me, as in, but that's just because of who I am and my preferences and what I like. Do you understand? And what I think is, like, do you know what I mean? Because, but then for someone else who's not into all those things, who actually does not look at designer.
Anything that Balenciaga is making, Zara is now making. Anything that Tom Ford, hold on, can I say this? Anything that any of these lines are making on runways that are costing 10 grand and all of them things there, you can get it Zara. The other day I was wearing a jeans and they thought it was, what was it, Balenciaga? No, what's that? Balmain. Someone asked me, someone asked me, am I wearing Balmain? I don't have Balmain money, but I can wear my clothes and it looks like Balmain. So you are saying that basically, you are saying that you would be more attracted to a man that is obviously wearing the brand. But in this day and age, how can you identify that individual? If, okay, let's say he's not shopping at Primark, but he's not shopping at Balenciaga, he's shopping at Zara. With the clothes looking the way that they clothes, you cannot tell which one is the rich one and which one is the cheap one.
What I'm trying to say to you is that you said, it's not, listen, like I said, it also boils down to the environment you've grown up in and the people that I circulate myself around. I like to circulate myself around real people that don't front, real people that are doing the real shit. So for me, you know how you're saying, how would you be able to differentiate? My niggas are real, my peoples are real. So I don't need to differentiate whether they're playing fake or whether they're playing realness. As long as you can dress up, it don't necessarily have to be a designer. But if you can dress up well, I'm interested. But you know those guys that dress up Gucci from head, shoulders, knees, toes, everything? I ain't interested. Come on, too much designer can look a bit too cheesy.
It comes down to animal instinct. If you look at, let's take birds. When the male bird is trying to impress the female, how does he do it? He fixes up his nest. He makes his feathers look nice and pretty. When the female comes, what do? He backs out his bum and flicks it, and then hopefully she attracts them. It's exactly the same thing guys are doing. We're making ourselves nice. That's one of the aspects. We're making ourselves nice. We're buying expensive things. However, hopefully it's in your lane. We're buying expensive things to attract females. That's all it comes down to.
Okay, I went somewhere, I met this guy, yeah? I wasn't really on it. Later on, I got a text from him. He said to me, you're acting up. The amount of money I would have spent on you would have changed your life. That's what he said to me. I put it on my Insta. That's what he said to me. This is a question I want to ask you guys, yeah? I'm just asking if you guys can provide me with an answer about you got a man's mentality. Because he's worked hard and he's got his dough, yeah? And I guarantee you, if you ask him, he would say that I don't want a woman who's going to use me for my money. But then you've come to tell me that, yo, you're basically saying, come to me.
He's not that guy. He was literally trying to play you.
Real recognize real. A real person does not. He's not going to show you that. Even the people that are actually stinking rich that are on Forbes, they don't look the part.
And they don't even talk about money. Money don't even leave their mouth. They don't need to.
You see, with our society and the things that were being said today, like, you can look good if you can afford to look good, or it's your liking to look good. Do you understand? That's cool. If you're somebody that pretends, this is where image gang comes in again. Pretend that you are this person. Now, you said something about, if you wear Zara and it's the same and da-da-da-da-da. It's not the same. Do you understand? I wanted to buy a jacket. The jacket looked nice. It's not a household name. It's just a normal leather jacket. It's a new up-and-coming brand. I looked at it, it was £975. It looks nice, so they know that it looks nice. They know people are going to want to buy it. They put that value on it. Now, it might not necessarily be worth that much, but because people are willing to spend that money on it, that's how much it's valued at. Now, because I like it, that's part of my fashion sense, I buy that. All we're saying is don't pretend to go in and out of different lanes if that's not your coat. Like, that's all.
Your image is a representation of who you are, and also who you would attract. Who I hope you would want to attract is someone who also represents you. So if they look good and you're someone who likes to look good, you're gonna want to attract someone who represents the same type of image that you carry yourself on. I'm not trying to look like this and have somebody that don't look like this beside me. We both got a match.
Looking good is necessary. Is necessary because you want to perceive yourself to be the best. You kind of want to put your best foot forward. You know what I mean? At all times. And if that means me buying expensive clothes which I can afford, expensive jewelry which I can afford, expensive shoes which I can afford, I'm gonna do that. It's as simple as.